Hey, morning all. About this cup of JoJo time. Uh, Today I was gonna go outside, but it's raining out. It's raining outside, so let's talk about journey of the past. And what I mean about that, we're gonna talk about, and first of all, get your cup of JoJo. Favorite type, favorite type of beverage, cold, hot, doesn't matter to me. Uh, Good morning. Oh man, and you'd be proud to know, yes sir, 30 minutes on that treadmill this morning. Oh yeah. Yeah, as you can see, I had my ears lowered. Got my nice, my nice little haircut. My son got his haircut. If you call it a haircut, he got maybe about I don't know, about an inch off his long hair that he has. He has long hair. My wife got a lot of it cut. She had hair down to her buttocks, as Forrest Gump would say, and she got, oh man, a lot of it down to her shoulder and cut. She wanted it cut, so we went out, and then we went out to eat. Had some wings. Uh, it was a good day. It was a good day. We hadn't gone out to eat in a while, so we decided to go eat, and we had a good outing. It was good for us to get out. So it was good. It was good. So anyway, good morning all. It's great to be here. It's another day. It's another beautiful day. It is raining out. It was raining big time this morning when I woke up. So you can see we have window. We have a lot of glass, double pane glass in our home. It's a little dark. I mean, well, this doesn't show it, but we do have. It's a little dark outside. It's very cloudy, but that's just the way it goes here. You want to see the weather change here in South Texas? You stick around. Hey, good morning, Red. How you doing? How are you today? We're doing fine. I was just saying it's raining outside today, and I was gonna try to get outside today, but well, it's raining. But once again, I did do my 30 minutes this morning. Of course, I'm glad that our treadmill's inside, and that's good for us. I hope you're doing well. Hope you and the family are doing well. Uh, as you can see, I got my ears lowered. I got a haircut yesterday. My son got hair. We all got a haircut. We made a good day out of it. We actually went to. We hadn't gone to the Hooters here in our hometown, so we went yesterday. Had the wings. Christian had never gone there, so we took. Itza hadn't gone there. I hadn't gone there. It's a very nice establishment. Everybody goes for one reason. We went. My son was and he was impressed for obvious reasons, but obviously he was very impressed because he thought it was just wings, and he had his burger, and it was like he was really, the wings. He was very impressed that the food was actually very good. I said, I told you. I mean, the food is very good. I had a Philly steak sandwich, and oh man, it was a good meal. It's raining there too, huh? Yeah, it's. I don't know. The weather is just turned on us. It was a beautiful day yesterday. It started out nice and cool, and then it went into the 70s, and then of course it got warm. But I don't know. It's just of course it's April. April, like I said, April showers bring May flowers. I guess. I mean, and it's happening. So here we are. But what I wanted to talk about today, I mean, I was thinking Eats and I were talking about it. We're talking about how they got on the treadmill yesterday, and we're talking about how I used to write all my just little comments of when I started in 2012. It was 10 years ago when I started working out. So we looked around for copies that I had made, and I found half of them. Check it out. This is just half. This is 290 days. Uh, I know that there's more because here's on my phone that I had memories of. This is if you can see it, so it's backwards. I know 482. This is day 482 when I was writing down. This is 8 years ago, but that was day 482. So as you can see, I was writing down on a daily basis of a journal, as you can call it a journal, and I was writing down things of what I was doing and little different sayings of of what I was doing for you know as far as what I would do on everything. This one, as you can see, it says day one. There's just a little thing you can flip through the whole. I mean, I can't show everything, but as you can see, some uh, writings are some of my typing. This was all on the other social media that I was putting on. Every morning I would get up and this was after I would do my walking. I would do my walking at 4 a.m. in the morning, and then I would come back. I would take a shower, and I would get on my media, and I would write down what the weather was. Well, I didn't start the weather till I don't know. I don't know what day it was that I started the weather. Just wanted to read some comments to y'all. It was like a journal that I was keeping. It was just things that maybe help people out that that want to start working out. It helped me out. It brought me back to reality of what I needed to do. It's one of those things that Eats and I talked about it, and I was so proud of her. She did 30 minutes yesterday. Christian hooked it up, and just it's just mind blowing how we can do things. Started going somewhere, and Christian asked me yesterday, are we gonna start? Asked Itza yesterday, are we gonna start going out more like we used to? Because it gets to the point to where, not that we didn't go anywhere, we would go here and there, but I think he was so caught up in his school and doing his schooling and everything and wanting to, he's so far ahead right now. I want to say if he took an exam right now, he'd probably be like a senior, even though he's just a sophomore. He's so far advanced. But the kid is so smart. I mean, he wants to learn. He's like a sponge, and I'm glad for that. But I don't want him to miss out on things that we normally did. Uh, we thought about bowling, but then he said, "Dad, what about your back? What about your knee?" So we kind of cut that out, and then we passed by after we went and get our haircuts. We passed by the Hooters, and I'm the one that asked him. I said, have you ever been? I know you've never been there. Ita had never been there. I mean, she's been there to others in San Antonio. I've been to so many of them all over. Hey Atlas, how you doing, buddy? What's going on? My fisherman of the year. That's my boy right there. What's going on? Uncle Joe loves you, and I say, and I hope you're doing okay. Uh, yeah, I hope everything's all right. Hope you're being a good boy. Uh, I hope everything's going good for you. Hope one day we go fishing together. Uh, Man, you are getting tall, dude. You're gonna be, by the time you know it, you're gonna be taller than I am. Maybe you're gonna be like 9 years old, 10 years old. You're gonna be taller than me, man. I tell you, you and CJ are just growing like crazy. I'm so proud of y'all. Y'all are great kids. Y'all are awesome. Uh, and it's just crazy how y'all are just growing too fast, man. too darn fast. Y'all are way too growing too darn fast. But I'm thinking that anyway. So we stopped and we ate. We had a good time, and I think Ita sent us some pictures. And Ita cut her hair. Oh my God, she just chopped it. She looks beautiful as always. I got told her, it's your hair. You got to do what you want to do with your hair. If you feel better about it, by all means. Uh, you know, I could tell her it doesn't matter to me whether you cut your hair long, you leave your hair long, but she wanted to cut it. She's the one that told me yesterday morning after the cup of JoJo. She's the one that told me. She goes, I want to go cut my hair, and I said, okay, well then let's do it. And I needed to cut my hair. I needed to get a haircut because I know once I get my surgery, it's gonna be hard for me to go get a haircut. So all that, but anyway. This is like I said. I started making copies of it, and I know I have the other copies, but this is just 290 days of it, and that's just a crazy day that E2 was reading some of this stuff, and you know, uh, just to start off, just real quick, I'll tell you just real quick. Day one, morning off. This is the way I've always started on. I've always walked into an office and I would say instead of saying, I would always be different. My dad would always say morning. Always got to the point where instead of saying good morning, we always had some smart aleck people. What's so good about it? And I remember my dad always said, I didn't say good, I said morning. So I always remembered that as a kid one time when one of his workers told him what's so good about it. My dad looked at him and I said, I didn't say good, I said morning. And that guy just looked at him and it was like, oh, okay. All right. Sorry, George. I know I apologize. And my dad said, no, that's okay. I just corrected you. I didn't say good morning. I said morning. And it's funny how as I got older, I would work with him, and then it was he would say morning morning. He'd even tell my sisters, and they were all trying to be smart aleck and what's so good about it. He'd say I didn't say good, I'd say morning, and so I always now. That's why I always say morning all. But anyway, day one, morning all. Today was the first day in a long time that I took charge of my life. I went for a great walk. I know this doesn't seem much for many people, but for a 49-year-old, I was 49 years old. A retired disabled U.S. Army man. It felt as if I were back in my old unit. So alive. Started slow with 15 minutes of stretching. Lord knows I needed it. Laughing out loud. And then a 30-minute walk around the neighborhood. Need to crawl before we can run. And I will get to running soon. As my heart doctor said, 1 pound a week equals to 52 pounds a year. Sure, my goal is a little more than that, but I want to keep it off once I take it off. I will make I will take any suggestions or any pointers from anyone. You may PM me if you like. Have a great exercise forecast. This is how I started talking to people on the social media. So I would tell that was day one. Okay. The reason it took 30 minutes to walk is because I only walk like down the street, which took me 15 minutes to go over there and 50 minutes to come back. And that was and by the time I got 50 minutes over there, I tell you, I thought I was gonna die, and I was weighing about 300 and I say 312, 315 pounds. It was it was the hardest thing I've ever done. It doesn't have the date here, but I didn't start I didn't start making my Itza was the one that told me to start printing them, and I started printing them. I had to go back and started printing them. Uh, Like I said, I was 49 years old. So I started printing them, and I started printing them in April, but I started walking in December, December 12th, and I started printing them in April 6th. December 12th, 2012, and I started printing these April 12th in 2013. And that was just day one. Uh, as I got along, and these were just small little things that I was talking to people. You know, I didn't do too much. I didn't have too much to to say. I mean, I didn't know what to say. I just kind of started off just like that. You know. I mean, I was just one of those guys that said, you know, I'll just start off talking to people. The next one was day two. Morning, all. Well, a beautiful 51 degrees morning, and it felt great. I know it's only my second day, but something about the weather makes it more enjoyable to exercise. I should have started months ago, all well. I started already, and I'm so glad I did. Once again, friends, thank you for all the encouragement. It's greatly appreciated. Have a cool and sunny forecast. So I would tell people to have this type of forecast because I would figure that like a weather person, I wanted them to have a good day. So I would kind of talk to them like a forecast type of person. Day three, it was just morning all. Have a great hump day. All is good. Three and three in a row. Have a clear and sunny forecast. I was hurting that day. That's all I wrote. I must have been hurting big time because, hey man, I didn't write much of anything on day three. Uh, it's bringing back kind of memories of going because, man, it was tough, man. I remember getting up and I was hurting. I would take it and I would stretch like this morning, you know, stretching out, doing the old, you know, and it is funny. At that time, Red, it wasn't funny because man, I was like, oh my god, what am I doing? But I kept I kept popping. I kept going. Uh, oh, he was so happy. I said, oh yeah, all right, good. I'm glad, Atlas. You know, Uncle Joe loves you, buddy. I'm so glad you said, and I'm glad you said hi to me because makes my day. So, you know, goes both ways, but you know what I'm saying? You are the man. You are I'm so happy that you said hi to me because it makes my day too. Uh, you know, funny how perspective changes over time. Yeah, I mean it's you know, Red, it's amazing how things how you look at things. Red, he makes my day. I mean, y'all make my day. You make my day. Atlas, you are. I love you, dude. I mean, I love you, Atlas. You. Every time I say that name, Atlas, I think of the man. I think of you holding up the world, Atlas, and I think of you just becoming a young man, being great and taking care of people in the future. That's just the way I see it. I love that name. The first time I heard your name, I thought about I thought about that. I thought about you just putting the world on your shoulder and telling your mom everything's gonna be okay. I don't know why. I don't know. I just thought of the world that I just thought of you being the, you know, boom. And then, you know, when your mom showed me how big you were, how tall you were, and I'm talking to you, Atlas, because I know your mom and your dad are tall, and I know your mom is tall. I know your grandpa, your uncles, and I know that you're gonna be a tall person And I want you to stay in shape. I want you to stay healthy, and I want you to become the best man of any man you could ever be. You and CJ, I want y'all to become best friends and family, like your mom and dad and your Aunt Pizza and your uncle Papa Jojo, your Uncle Joe is gonna be. You know, I I really I just see both. I just see y'all just be great people. I that's that name is just unique, and I think you are a unique young man. And I know you're just a young boy right now, but I don't know. I'm talking to you. I think you're gonna be somebody special, and I think you're gonna be a person that helps people. I mean, look at your mom and dad for starters. I mean, you have to have great parents to become that kind of person, and it's already started. Love you, my nephew. Love you, man. You're just an awesome kid. You know, uh, and I know you're a handful. Believe me, Christian was the same way, and I know your mom loves it. I know she has a lot of work to do, and but hey, keep keep your mom safe and keep your dad safe, because I know there's a lot of storms, and you know we're having a little rain, a little bit off and on. It's like it's clearing up a little bit, but then it comes back. He's off to go pick me up some flowers in the backyard. Oh, that's what boys do for their mom. You know. But okay, so like I said, you know, reading these just hopefully it'll make somebody just feel better about themselves. So then again, I like I said, day three was like I said, hump day. It was kind of put me over the. It was actually on a Wednesday. I guess I started on a Monday. I probably did that on purpose because starting off on a Monday. So day four, a little bit more than what I wrote on day three. But it says day four, morning all. Well, another windy morning, but still, excuse me, managed to do my walking without falling down, laughing out loud. Z Monster thought he had me this morning, but I fought him and said, "Not, I will not let myself down anymore." So I got up out of bed and did my exercise. I know it may bother some people, me writing on Facebook, on FB, but the last 4 days, but it really keeps me going towards my goal. I feel that if I write it down, then I must do it. So I will keep writing till I reach my goal, or forever. Who knows? I'm just glad I'm just glad I stopped making excuses of why I couldn't. Now I make reasons for why I do it. Have a windy, cool, and sunny forecast. So what I was doing also, I was kind of putting whatever the forecast was, windy, cool, and sunny forecast, whatever the day was, kind of putting it in there so that people could mix their day into what the day brought them, so that they wouldn't be so miserable. At least I hope it would, because sometimes the days were rainy, sometimes the days were cold, sometimes the days were it was just kind of, some days were pretty bad. I ended up buying a raincoat. Well, I had a raincoat already, but I ended up buying Ita ordered me a. She was so worried about me. I try to wear bright colors, but Ita ordered me a one of those things that the people, like the people that walk on, that stop. Like I forgot the forgot what they call them, but anyway, you put them over your shirt, and they are all they like they stop that you stop people so they can, the crosswalkers. the, that you do on the crosswalks. So I would put the vest like over you so that you can then in a fluorescent and it's all red and yellow and all that good stuff. So that nighttime, I mean, in the morning it would you could see it. Uh, I had a cane, right? I have a cane and it weighs about 10 pounds. And this cane is a heavy cane. I mean, it's heavy. It's about 10 pounds. It's a pretty heavy cane. So I would use this cane, and I would carry this cane. But this cane comes across. It's pretty big. It kind of flex up. You know, you can push the little buttons, and it makes it. So I would use it, put it across my arms, and you know, twist my hand and use it up there, and do my little twisting, and then I'd get down and I'd stretch out and go up against the wall, and for my calves and all that. So I would do my stretching. I would do all that good stuff. Like I said, I would do 15, 20 minutes of stretching, and I would walk around, and I would walk around the whole neighborhood. And I wouldn't go too far, I wouldn't stray too far. I had my watch on, and I'd time it, and I'd take off. And that's how I would use how much it would. And I listened to music as I was doing. I'd put one ear thing on, and I'd take one off so I could listen, and I could listen to music on one ear, and then I could listen to whatever's going on the other ear. But this cane helped me because just in case, I sometimes would buckle down, my knee would hurt or whatever, and I'd still be able to walk. And I met a lot of people. I met people that walked their dogs in the morning. I met people that would walk, just walk in the morning. I met so many people that would do that. But uh, it was a good thing. And then now it's motivating me to go back out there and do this again. And right now, I told her, and is it good that I'm talking about this? She goes, well, right now you're talking about what's going on with you. Cup of JoJo's about you or what's happening to you right now. Right now, what's happening is that you want to lose this weight because you're gonna have surgery, and that surgery affects your knee, affects your back, affects you as a person because as you go along, once your knee gets better, you're probably gonna start talking more about fishing because you're gonna go fishing and you're gonna go do. And we started talking about what's happening. So yes, she told me that I was doing because this is what I want to do. And Red and I have talked about this, which is, Shadowy 41. Uh, we've talked about this, and she says you have to do what you enjoy doing, and this is what I enjoy doing. I enjoy talking about what's going on in my life, but also we interact with what's going on in your life. So if you have something that you want to talk about, text it, text it in there, and and we'll start talking about it. Uh, like Red does, Red talks to me about my nephew, and we talk about, you know, like him right now. He's picking flowers for her in the backyard, and I think that's a great thing. I mean, sure we get off subject. I mean, that's what chatting is all about, and so don't be afraid to say something. Uh, I think starting isn't too hard, but staying consistent is the hardest thing. Yeah, and I think that goes hand in hand. I think once you start, it's I took the first step. Yeah, you took the first step. That is one of the hardest things. But then, like Red says, staying consistent, is the hardest thing. Now he's chasing me and my coffee with his bubble blower. You see, that's what I'm talking about. He's chasing her now. You see, so she's having fun, and that's just what I love about it because we get to interact with each other, and not it doesn't just have to be Red and me. It can be anybody, but Red and I interact with each other because of what Atlas is doing with her, and she's having fun this morning, and he is a trooper. This young man is he is full of energy, and look, look what's happening now, and she shows love, and she knows, and she loves it. I love her. I love my Atlas. I mean, love the family. He has a leaf blower that blows bubbles, and oh, I remember when Christian had that. Oh my God, Christian just loved the blowing those bubbles, and it was like everywhere. We would go everywhere in the backyard, and it was great exercise. But we didn't think of it as exercise. We just thought of it as having fun with CJ. That's all it was. We were running around the back. We were running around the backyard. We were just doing all this good stuff, and that was the fun part. That was the fun part about him. I remember putting a bike together with him, and then him going and going around the block block. I mean, we would go blocks, and Eats and I would just walk with him, and he's in his bike, and sure he had training wheels on him because he was only like 3 or 4 years old, and he had him with his bike, and he would go slow, and we would walk behind him, and we didn't think of it as exercise. We just thought we're just walking with our son, talking to neighbors. Hey, how you doing? And by the time you know it, we're 2, 3 miles in. Didn't even think about it. And we were like, wow. And he was exercising too. So, and then he had his little bubble thing, and then he'd take bubbles, and look what and then, oh my God, we were buying refills of those big bubble things so he can refill his leaf blower. And I was like, oh my God, these things, they went quick. So we were buying refills, and I'm sure Red has to buy refills all the time now with those things because, and it's awesome. It is cute. It is. I mean, the memories. And now our boy is 16. I don't think he wants to run around doing bubbles. Who knows? Maybe he does. It just, we just, but we go in the backyard and we throw football, we throw baseball, and my son's left-handed, so it's pretty cool, watching him play. I have a catcher's mitt. He throws the ball. Man, that boy can throw. Man, but he don't like baseball. He likes to watch it with me because I like baseball. I love baseball. He watches it because I like it. But yeah, thankfully the dollar store has huge bubble bottles. That's where we bought it at, the dollar store or the Dollar Tree. That's where we would go. Hey, that's where we would go. And if in need, we would mix it in a little bit with dishwashing soap until we went to the dollar store to go get some. Hey, you got to improvise. You got to do what you got to do. That's what we had fun with. Oh man, those were the days. We had, oh my God, especially during coming up is Easter. So we had a lot of fun doing that with Easter. We'd hide Easter eggs, and we'd go to my mother-in-law's house, or we'd do it back here. We had friends that would come over, and they had their kids, and we'd hide them in the backyard. And we'd put a little bit of the big egg with a couple dollars in there, $5 bill was the big boy, and we had a bubble machine. You had a bubble machine, and it was in the backyard, and that bubble machine was all over the place. And then everybody had a bubble thing. Everybody had a little bubble thing, and everybody was throwing bubbles. And oh my God, when you have a young child, you are definitely getting exercise. Oh yes, yes we were. We were getting exercise all the time, and I think that's what kept us going. And then people ask me. Now that you say that, people ask me, and I don't know if they're being. I don't. I guess I don't even. I don't even. I don't even get it. Because I had Christian. I was 43 years old when Christian was. Uh, when we knew Christian. When Easter was having Christian. And I don't think about it. I don't even. I think Christian is keeps me young. I think Christian keeps me going, and I think he has been a blessing to me at my older age, and I think people frown at me being my age and having a 16-year-old, and I just kind of look at them and I say, why do you do that? I don't understand it. So I'm 58 years old and I have a 16-year-old kid. Why are you so mean about, why are you, I don't say that, I say another word, but anyway, why are you like that? Why are you so, it's like you're agitated. You're not the one taking care of him. He's my son. I love it. I think it's great. He keeps me going. I don't know why you're so, you're so, it's like you're against that. I mean, what is wrong with you? And not that I talk to them even more after that, but I just like, man, people are just ignorant. I mean, they just, I don't know, anyway, I just don't understand that. But to me, people need to understand that I'm not that type of person that's gonna stay shut when you say something about my son or about my, even about my daughter or about my other son, because I have another son and another daughter, but from my previous marriage. But I'm just, that's beside the point. But my thing is that don't talk about my kids, don't talk about my family. Uh, and once I tell you your family, then that means that you don't talk about them either. That's just the way I am. That's who I am. Uh, I'm nobody special. I'm nobody, but I'm nobody that you can walk over either. So, and I'm not trying to be one of those guys. No, I'm just saying that I don't get into your business, and please don't get into mine, because I'm just, if I can help you, I'll help you. And if I don't have it, if I don't have the answer, then I try to find it for you. Uh, but don't ask me a crate. I know that they say there's just no stupid questions, but sometimes, you know, you know, sometimes I think there is, but that's my opinion. You know. But anyway, like Red said, when you have a young child, there you are definitely getting exercise, and you are. And I think we lose that once they get a little older. But even with Christian, I mean, as he was getting older, I was coaching him in baseball, I was coaching him in basketball, I was coaching him in football. I was having going outside playing ball with him, teaching him how to pitch, teaching him how to throw a ball, teaching him how to throw football, going out fishing, going out doing everything you do with a young kid, whether it's male or female, whether it's little a daughter or son, even a nephew, a niece. Oh man, when I had, before I even got married, I had nephews and nieces. We were playing ball all the time. I mean, when you have seven sisters, you're gonna have kids. You're gonna have kids everywhere around the house. But we were outside all the time. I mean, we had enough for a baseball team. I mean, that's the crazy part about having so many brothers and sisters. I mean, we had enough for two teams. Basketball, baseball, football. It didn't matter. 5-on-5, 7-on-7. It didn't matter. We had fun. We'd go to a park and people were like, "Wow, is this a?" No, it's just a big family. We're having a barbecue and we're having a big family. My mom, my dad, my brothers, my sister-in-laws, my brother-in-laws, my uncles, my nephews. We're all together just playing ball, and everybody was like, "Wow!" And then it was like, "Hey, you want to play? Come on, let's." Oh yeah, yeah. Then, but everybody knew that. Oh man, you hear the Reeses are all playing softball out there at the park. Oh man, really? Yeah, dude, they're letting everybody can play. So we had our neighbors go with us, and then their family got together, and all of a sudden it was a big old party. We didn't even everybody bringing food so we can eat, and it was like a yearly thing. Sometimes. It's just a lot of fun. But having kids and the neighborhood, everybody was like, "Well, let's go to." They call my mom Mama Chola, so let's go to Mama Chola's house. So boom, and my mom was like, "Oh, the kids are here. Yeah, okay. Well, let me start making some rice and beans, and let me make some tortillas, She'd make bean tacos. She made bean and cheese tacos and bean and rice tacos. And my dad would come home and it was like, well, we can't have this without any uh, fajitas or any meat. And then he'd make up some meat chicken or whatever. Then the neighbor would come over, and then all of a sudden it was like a big old, as we call it, a big old pachanga, big old party. 34 houses are getting together, and it was because it was a Friday, when it was summer or whatever, and then boom, everybody got together, and but it was cool because nobody would argue with each other. Nobody, and all of us were just like, you know, like Red was saying, this is all because we had young children, and we're all playing football, we're all playing baseball, we're all playing horseshoes, we're all playing just different games, and but the one thing my mom says, and this is like, I don't know if it's every mom, I think it is. Once you go inside and take a bath or take a shower, that is it, young man. You are not coming back outside and playing. That is it. So you're going straight inside, you take a shower, and that is it. You're not coming back outside and playing. So you make sure if you are finished playing, you are finished playing. So you're like, no, I'm gonna stay outside. So the only time you went out inside is you went to go to you went to the restroom and then you wash your hands and then you came back outside and played some more because what else did you go inside for? You had the food outside. You had uh, 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 the games. You had the football. I mean, you had everything outside. You had everything set up. I mean, we had a big backyard. We had everything back there. So it was no big deal. We had a good time out there. But once you went inside and took a bath or took a shower, it was done. But by that time, dude, you were like, you were done. You were out for the. You were out. You were out for the count. You were done. Next morning, you got up early, like all kids do, and we were outside already. We were outside. That's what we played. We were outside. We were playing outside already. We were playing marbles. We were playing uh, football. We were playing baseball. Good times. But it all because of that of the. It was all because of 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 just being out there and running around, and I mean I was it was funny. I guess we were all just, people thought we were just skin and bones, but we weren't. We were just kids that ran every single day. And my mom said we ate like horses. We ate like a horse. We ate everything. And we ate pretty good. I mean, my mom could cook. I mean, when you ate food like my mom cooked, I mean, tortillas, I mean, corn tortillas, I mean, and from scratch, carne asada, uh, gorditas, I mean, arroz con pollo, fideo, I mean, fajitas, brisket, uh, enchiladas, uh, you know, spaghetti, lasagna, you name it. I mean, you cook, you ate good. You ate pasta. You ate good. Shrimp. You ate fish. You ate oysters. Uh, uh, you ate all the vegetables. You ate everything. You know. Joe, last side of the big old cockroach in my bathroom. Do I move out or burn the house down? Burn it down, brother. Burn it down. What a question, man. Come on, dude. Uh, oh my God. Well, that's up to you, my brother. That's your call. It's not my house to. It's not my house, but you got to do what you have to do. But anyway, getting back to this was my day 5. This was just my day 5. It was and it was like I said, it was in December. So day 5, morning on, nice crisp 39 degrees with no wind compared to yesterday. Well, made it through a 5-day work week of exercise. The world didn't end, so I guess I have to keep it up. Laughing out loud. Happy birthday to my granddaughter today. I know I don't see it. I know I don't see I see her too often, but always remember I love and miss you very much. I hope you have a wonderful day and that all your dreams come true. Happy birthday to my sister Lydia. Hope I hope you have an awesome day as well. Hope everyone has a crisp, cool, and sunny forecast. This was December 21st. So, um, guess you can go back 5 days then. Let's see, 21st, 20th, 19th, 18th, 17th. So I started on December 17th. That's the day. I don't know why I always thought it was December 12th, but it was December 17th is when I started. Because I have a granddaughter and my sister have the same birthday. My granddaughter. I don't see her too often. There, my son-in-law's in the military. So, but that day was 39 degrees, and I made it through. That was 5 days. That's 5 days working. It was 39 degrees that day here in in Harlingen, Texas, South Texas. So we had a cool breeze that a cool, nice and cool day that day. So and made it through day 5. So it was one of those cool days. And like I said, I wrote these down and I wrote these days down because it just kept me going. And I didn't know what I was gonna write down. And it's like talking to you on Cup of Jojo. I talk about this because uh, it keeps me going. I mean, today, if I want to say that, it's my third day on the 30-minute treadmill. Nice cool morning. Well, it wasn't a cool morning. It was 71 degrees this morning. Well, it's still kind of cool. But I'm doing everything inside. uh, my condolences to your yeah. Same here. My condolences to your house. I think you need to just move out. Don't even pack, man. Just run. Uh, day, like I said, day 5 was a nice, cool day, and it was also a day of my granddaughter. It was December 21st because that's my sister's and my granddaughter's birthday. I don't know why I always thought December 12th, but it was December 17th when I started working, uh, working out in the 2012. But it was just, it was I like I said, I got like I tell you, I wrote these because it kept me going, and it's just like doing Cup of Jojo. It I want to do this because like today's the third day of the treadmill. It's not it's still and it still brings me back because I still feel like there's things in my head sometimes that tells me, oh man, I already did it a couple of days. Maybe I can take a time off and not do the treadmill this morning. And I actually thought that way this morning, but no, I did do it, and I wanted to keep doing it because what's 30 minutes? 30 minutes. I would have sat down. I would have watched. I would have watched the news. I would have read the news on the internet, or I would have drank. I don't know. I wanted to drink my coffee until 9 o'clock because I only drink 1 cup. So I would have waited till 9 o'clock a.m. Central Time to do this. But I want to keep going. You know, it's like Red said. The first step is hard, but I like she says, consistency is the hardest. Is keeping it going, keeping it going, keep it. You know, I believe the first step is hard. Is one of the hardest things. Yes, I understand. I do believe that. But I think, like she said, and she brought that was a great thing that she brought up. Being consistent and doing it every day is even harder because you have to keep going. You have to find a way to motivate yourself. This is my way to motivate myself. No, I don't have somebody that comes over and knock, knock, knock. Let's go. We're gonna go, and we're gonna. It wasn't like the military where I had dress right dress, get up every morning. Everybody's in their BDUs, battle dress uniform. Everybody's there. We wake up every morning. We're in formation, and then we march, and then we are in our PT. You know, well, we're marching, or else we're on our PT uniform, and then we're stretching out, and then we go run our 5 miles, and then we come back, and then we cool down, we stretch out again, and then we go take a shower, and then we go to work. It wasn't like that. It wasn't like that because we were disciplined and we were made to do that in so to speak way. We were, it was it was it was a disciplined thing. It was an everyday thing. It was part of our routine. I need to make this part of my routine again. I went from 312 to 240, and I keep saying that because I have stayed consistent at 240, 245. I did go to 260, and in August I started working out again in the backyard, started stretching, started doing the bike, started jump roping, started boxing. Then I got heart procedure, and I got another heart procedure, and it slowed me down. But then I made excuses. Okay, I got another one, but then I'm gonna get another knee surgery at the end of this month, and it's not like my wife said. It's not an excuse, but it is something that I got to do. But I still walk, so why not walk on a treadmill? I got to walk to the restroom. I got to walk to eat. I got to walk over here. I got to walk outside. I got to walk. I got to do this. Things still have to get done around the house. So why not just walk on a treadmill for 30 minutes? It's not like I'm walking full speed or full. No, I set it up to where I have an incline at 2 and I have it at 2 miles. I start off at 1.5. By 15 minutes, I go at 2 miles, where I set it up for 2 miles per minute. That's how I mean, what 2 miles, whatever it says, and then it's at a nice pace. What I'm doing is I'm watching a show that I've been watching on Netflix, and that's what I do. I watch that show, and by the time I know it, it's 25 minutes, 20 minutes, 25 minutes, and I'm like, geez, I got 5 more minutes to stay on this thing, and then I'm done. And I'm good. I'm good to go. And here I am. Here I am at Cup of Jojo. Here I am talking to y'all, and I've already done my 30 minutes of walking. But I gotta keep myself motivated. And what keeps me motivated is I found these. Well, my wife and I talked about it, and she went into the computer room, and I found half of them. Like I said, there's 400 and there's 290 of these, but I showed this morning there's another 400 and something. So I don't know where the other ones are. Well, I'm sure they're in the room somewhere. But I made copies of them, and I'm reading these I'm gonna read these until I read all of them. There's a lot of good stuff in here that my wife was reading some of it. She was just going through it, and she was saying that a lot of it is good motivation. So I had decided that I wanted to read some to y'all. I was going to read them to y'all because I want to go from a day to day how I picked it up a little bit at a time. Some of it is long, some of it is kind of short. Like this one, day 6. Day six, morning all. Woke up and tried to talk myself out of exercising. Then it hit me. Holidays are the worst time to give up exercising all of the because of all the temptations of sweets. So I won again. It was a nice 50 degrees. I felt great walking. I will get even more exercise when I do. I will get even more exercise when we do all our last minute Christmas shopping as well. Fun, fun. Hope everyone has a cool, sunny, and Christmas holiday forecast. So this was on the 22nd. So after that, we went Christmas shopping. Like I said, this was 10 years ago. So Christian was 6 years old. So we had to go Christmas shopping. We didn't, it was time for doing the Christmas shopping. We probably had already gotten Christian already had a gift under the tree, but we had to go for her mom, her dad, and stuff like that. So you know, I did try to talk myself, and I remember, these things. Reading these things makes me good. I'm cutting my hair, so if it takes me a minute to reply, that's why. It's okay. You're cutting your hair too. Oh my God, we created a theme of cutting your hair. The next thing we know is Dragon's gonna cut her hair. Jesus, I tell you. After we cut our hair yesterday, well, that's good. I'm sure it's gonna come out nice as you. You're a beautiful woman, so I'm sure you're gonna come out very very beautiful. So this is what we're doing. We went out Christmas shopping that day, and of course, I don't know what we got, Christian. I can't remember all that, but that was day six. Okay, uh, being day six, that was day six on that one. Which reminds me, I want to write down what day it was. 18. This makes it easier for me because sorry about that. I'm just writing the date because I don't want to. Just makes it so much easier on this one. All right, so 22. So this is the 23rd December. Okay, day seven, morning all. Only 2 days before Christmas. Only 2 days left. I'm sorry. Only two more days left for Santa. It's too late for me, so save yourself. Be nice for a couple more days. Laughing out loud. Great morning. A walk today. I must say I really have surprised myself for exercising 7 days in a row. I walked 1.5 miles in the morning and 1.5 miles in the evening. Evening walk is with Itza and CJ. I've been feeling better about myself, and my 6-year-old says he's proud of me for exercising. He says that when I lose some weight that he'll really, really wants to play a race with me. How can I let him down? Oh man. Sorry about that. My first challenge, I need to be ready, laughing out loud. But all joking aside, I know what my real first goal is to play a race with CJ. As they say, it's on, CJ. Let's do this. Imagine that, learning from a 6-year-old. We are never too old to learn from our children. no matter how old they are. Just listen to them when they speak. They are smarter nowadays. Have a cool, wonderful, wonderful spirit forecast. Thank you. I have long enough hair that if I butcher it, I can fix it easily at the salon. You're welcome, Red. You're welcome. Next is bleach and then dyeing it. Oh my God, girl. Let me see. I'm cutting it so it takes a minute to reply. That's why. Haha, yeah, I've been thinking about it for a while. Got the courage after seeing all y'all haircuts yesterday. Next is bleach. Oh my God. What you gonna bleach it, then dyeing it? What color you gonna dye it? You're quite welcome. It's only true. I'm only talking the truth. I'm sorry. That one got me right there with my son. This was on the 23rd. He challenged me to a race. I remember him telling me that. Oh man, I tell you. I tell you, man. I tell you, man. When he told me that he wanted to race me, I remember this day. To test, so I gotta bleach it anyway. Oh, okay. I got you. Yeah, kids are wholesome when they at that time. He was 6 years old at that time, and he told me about that. It kind of like just got me. Teal and bubblegum pink. Ah, red. Red, red, red. Well, gotta do what you gotta do, Red. I think that color would be good. Y'all girls are crazy. Anyway, well, I don't know if mine will come out. Yeah, I do mine pink, orange. No, I'm just kidding. Anyway, so day 8. Morning all. Well, I mixed it up a little bit this morning. I ran a half mile in my 1.5 mile walk routine. Felt great, but at the same time, burned a little, laughing out loud. But I made it. Wanted to pick it up a little for this week's workout. Baby steps, but still moving forward. Merry Christmas Eve. If you haven't been nice and you know who you are, time is gone, done and finished for you. Laughing out loud. But let's really remember what this holiday is really about. It's about Him, the Lord Jesus Christ. Give Him thanks for all we have. No matter how much or how little we think we have, remember there are people with no homes, cars, and many other things. So be thankful for all you have. Be thankful most of all for our for our slash your children. Remind them that this season is not always about receiving, but also most of the time about giving. Pray for our troops. It's not easy being overseas without family. I know. Pray for all of them to return safely home. Have a Merry Christmas. Have a Merry forecast. Atlas picked the colors. Well, if he picked the colors, he knows his mom. So you got to give him credit. He knows what's good for you. Believe me. This one right here was Christmas Eve, and I had two sisters on this birthday too. I had already called them up. I called my sisters every day on my on their birthday. Uh, but this one really was about. I had ran, but it was about making sure that people understood that what Christmas was all about, because it's not so much about receiving. It's more about giving. So it's the same thing about 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 us losing weight and and not just losing weight, but exercising, eating right, uh, doing what's right for us, doing what's right for you. Sorry, I had to throw trash. Uh, it's just a lot of things that that's human nature for us, but we seem to forget that we have a lot, and there's a lot of people that don't have anything. But remember, without health, it doesn't matter what we have. We need to keep our health. We need to keep going in whatever we do. Because if we don't, it doesn't matter what you have. I know that because you know, I almost died a few times, quite a few times. It's not a good feeling. I've been close, and nothing matters when you want to get home, and you want that extra day. Your bills, your your problems, uh, the people that don't like you, the people that tell you what what they think of you. You just want that one more day, or that next day, or whatever, however you want to look at it, so that you can try to make everything better for yourself. That's all you're looking for. All you're looking for is that one time that you say, I could have done this so I could get better for myself. I could have done this so I wouldn't eat more of that greasy food, or more of that of what the doctor told me to do. I'm telling you, it's scary. And it's not the scary part. For me, it wasn't the scary part of dying. It was the scary part of leaving people behind. Death is inevitable. It's gonna happen. Whether we like it or not, it's gonna happen. Every day we get closer to it. Every single day. We're one step closer. We're putting one step closer into the grave. You can put it, you can, you can try to run away from it, but it'll find you. And I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to be. Uh, I don't care how you say it. It you can. I'm not. I'm just being realistic. But I'm also being honest when you say, take care of your health. Take care of yourself. Like I said yesterday, without health, you're nothing. You can be rich. You can be a doctor. You can be the most wealthiest person in the world. But when death comes for you, he can give a rat's ass what you are, who you are. He's gonna come for you, and he's gonna take you. Doesn't matter who you are, and he can take your kids. He can take your mom. He can take your dad. He can take. He doesn't matter. It doesn't. He doesn't care. He's gonna take you. But don't help it by not staying healthy. I know because I've been there. I've had 4 heart attacks. I think four, maybe five. I think five. It's not a great thing being in the ambulance and then putting some stents in you and then thinking that you're gonna be fine. The first two were slight. The second, the last, I think, the first three were slight heart attack. I had two heart attacks within 27 days. That's what made me start walking in December 17th because I had to do something. And then it still took me that long. I had them in August. I had them in August and then September. And then it still took me till December to get my fat butt up and walk. And some people don't want to hear it. And that's okay. For me, that's okay. But for you, you may not want to hear it, but that's not okay because you need to hear it. You need to realize that you need to stay healthy. You need to keep yourself healthy. You need to try whatever you can. And I've seen healthy people die too. Don't get me wrong. It doesn't matter, But do what you can. And yes, I know. You may think, well, you're being all negative. You're being on. Yeah, no, I'm just being truthful. I'm not being negative. I'm just being honest. You know, people say I'm mean. There's a difference between being mean and being straight up and being honest. I'm not being mean. I'm just being honest with you. Just telling the truth. But it's part of being healthy and having the regiment or having a healthy and being part of your routine on a daily basis. You don't find the time, you make the time to do this. Whether you like it or not, you got to make the time to do this. I make the time. Did I want to do this morning? No, I didn't want to. I didn't want to go 30 minutes on the treadmill, but I made the time. I made the time to do it. I made it. And last night when I found these, when my wife and I were talking about it, and she went in there and dug these up, it even made me more anxious to get up this morning. And it's it made me last night. It made me say, I gotta get up and I gotta get on the treadmill again. But then this morning I got up and I still made excuses and said, well, I already did it twice. If I wait, I could still, and I could. No, 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 Joe. No, get your butt up there and walk on it for 30 minutes. Don't do that to yourself. No, no, 30 minutes a day. That's it. What's 30 minutes out of your time? Make the time and ride it for 30 minutes. Put your shoes on. Put your shoes on and get up there and ride it for 30 minutes. Make the time. Because you're going to have surgery and they are going to pull and twist that knee back into shape and you're going to hurt. And it's going to hurt and you're probably going to cry like a little baby and you're going to come back home and complain and bitch about it. And I don't want to go back to therapy just like you did with your shoulder when they have to when they have to put those ligaments and all that other good stuff. But then after about a week, you were like, hey, man, I feel better. My arm doesn't pop anymore. It's not 100%, but it's a lot better than what it was. I can throw a ball without hurting anymore. But now that I'm walking, and maybe I can lose a little weight, my back will be a little better because I know I have to lose weight. I have to lose that little bulge right here so that I can help my back and I won't hurt so much in my back. And now, not only are you going to lose weight, but you're going to start feeling better about yourself. You're going to look better. You're going to feel better. And your attitude's going to be so much better. Oh, I know. Believe me, I know. Let's get back to day 9. Guess whose birthday it is? Happy birthday, Jesus. Merry Christmas, all. Our son CJ was up before 5 a.m. and he was really happy to see Santa visit our home. He said he would really work. He said he really worked hard on being good this past year, and it showed because Santa left him a few gifts. My son has a lot. of old school bringing up. Of old school bringing up. When, I'm a little older than most of dads that have a 6-year-old child. Do not get me wrong. He is a blessing, and I work and I would not change anything. CJ has the new tech and the old no tech of doing things. I'm glad I am glad to see that the way my dad brought me up will be in him also. I am almost as smart as CJ. Laughing out loud. That's what CJ says. He does know that the reason for the season is Jesus. We shared Jesus with him as much as we can. On another note, yes, I still walked and ran this morning. I felt great after watching my gift from God, my son. CJ opened his gifts from Santa. Have a Merry Christmas forecast, everyone. And this is what I put on there. Happy birthday, Jesus. That's what I did. So, my thing about my thing about that was that my gift was my son, and that bringing him up old school was that I I wanted I wanted to say that he has the new tech in him of bringing him in because he's growing up and he's 16 now. He was 6 years old here. He's being taught by my wife, obviously, all the computer stuff, all that good stuff, all the new tech stuff. But I was also trying to bring him up old school, what my dad taught me, and a lot of it is learning the old ways of doing things without computers. Because if things happen without computers, electricity goes down. Guess what? That tech stuff is not going to be any good for y'all, because you need electricity, you need Wi-Fi, you need all that good stuff. But the landline, all that good stuff, we can still use it, but you got to know how to use it. And you also got to have responsibility. You got to have manners. You got to have all that good stuff. You got to have learn how to respect your elders. You got to say yes sir, no sir, no ma'am, yes ma'am. That's what I'm talking about. But I did walk that day. This it was December. It was 25 December 2012, and that was pretty cool. But and that was good because I was, even though it was the holidays, I still walked, and it's hard because the holidays are the hardest thing that what do we do on holidays? Oh yeah, man, resolutions coming up. We're gonna start, thinking about, well, I'm gonna eat whatever I want. I'm gonna do whatever because January's coming around the corner. Oh, excuse me. Oh, January's coming around the corner, and guess what we're gonna do? My resolution is to lose weight because I'm gonna be the, like my wife says, like she told me. Everybody says I'm gonna be the new me. I'm gonna be the new me. I'm gonna be the new me. I'm gonna lose weight, and by summertime I'm gonna have my bikini body and I'm gonna have my surf body. I'm gonna be, yeah. No, you're not. They go out and spend $2,000, $3,000 worth of equipment, and it just sits in the garage, or they end up selling it. So I go to garage sales and I end up buying some of this stuff sometimes. And well, or you look at the social media and they're selling stuff that they bought, and they want to sell it for the price they bought it for. And I'm like, I could go buy a brand new one for that price. Why do I want to pay the same thing? Well, I never used it. Well, that's not my problem. I'm not gonna pay you for the same price that I can go buy it for. But my thing is that if you have it, don't sell it. Use it. You can make your own gym. The world is your gym. Your house could be a small gym. You don't need all these products to go do. Now it's even costs you more, like I was saying yesterday. It costs you more. All this stuff. Man, everything is hooked up to computers now. I don't know. I guess I'm real old. I'm real old school because I remember exercising never used to have to be through. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. All these athletes exercise all these new exercises, and you only have two or three top teams every damn year. And everybody exercises with all this equipment. Like I was telling yesterday, all these people are never conditioned. They're not as conditioned as they say they're supposed to be. But they have $1 million equipment, and for what? There's only three or four teams or five teams that are top every year. It's the same damn teams that are the top teams in every field: football, baseball, basketball, soccer, whatever, in every football, in every a team sport. These athletes come out and they say, "Oh, I'm in best shape ever." No, you're not. You're in the worst team that's ever played. Y'all supposed to be all badass athletes, and these athletes have the best workout equipment, the best coaches, the best of everything. They're supposedly they hire the best of everybody, and they're worthless. I don't get it. I'm sure there's somebody at home that have played football and that have played baseball, basketball, and hockey and whatever sport, other sport there is, that can say, "Wow, I could have made it to the NBA, but I didn't get picked because of whatever." And they probably are better than the guy that's playing for the team that's in last place. And this is a team that spends millions of dollars on conditioning and on coaches and on whatever. And why are they worthless? Why is there not that much competition? Because these people don't care. It's a business. It's a business. That's why I tell you, don't spend your money on all this equipment if you're not going to use it. If you're not going to use the equipment, don't 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 overreact to, oh, it's the 1st of January. Oh my God, it's resolution. I'm on my stop. Just stop. Do it because you mean it. Because I've been there. Everybody's been there. We've all been there. We've all been to that point to where, oh, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do that. Just stop, man. Just stop. Just quit. And nobody wants to hear it. Nobody wants to hear the truth. Everybody wants to be babied and, well, you can, no, quit. Just I'm not gonna baby you. I'm not gonna. You If you're here because you want to hear an easy solution of losing weight, you're in the wrong. You're in the wrong stream. There's no easy solution. I'm not here to tell you to take liquid drinks. I'm not here to tell you. I'm not here for this. Is There's no easy solution to lose weight other than to make time and exercise. 30 minutes a day. 30 minutes a day, and push away from the table and eat in moderation. If you look at every damn commercial that tells you that, oh, take this pill, and you look at their fine print, it even tells you with exercise. And if you think that you taking a pill is going to make you lose weight without exercise, I'm sorry, but you need to rethink what you think that pill's going to do for you. Because I've seen people take pills and 3 months later they gain twice the weight. All you're losing is water. You're losing. I Wake up, people. Wake the hell up, because those pills and those little drinks and all that other stuff. Yeah, you can have them for breakfast. You can have them for lunch. You can have them for dinner. One, one a day, and then you got to have a sensible lunch and dinner. Sensible, not like I used to do. Boom, 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 two, three plates a day. Boom, boom. I mean, I'm talking per meal. That's why I got 5X, because I was eating like nobody was gonna feed me again. I was pushing toward the table instead of away from the table. I forgot to change my phone, and battery died. I'm back now. Oh, welcome back, Red. Thank you for coming back. It's okay. But I'm just saying the truth. I'm just telling you straight up that people need to understand. I'm not here to baby to sugarcoat and baby you and telling people, oh no, it's gonna be easy. Nah, it's not gonna be easy. If you think that I get up every morning and be, oh yes, I want to get, no, I do not want to get on the treadmill. I hate, I effing hate exercising. Period. I don't like it, but I make time for it. It's not easy. It was so much easier when Christian was a kid. You know why? Because I wanted to be outside with my son. I wanted to be out there having fun and doing this. I don't like exercising. I don't. I really don't. I really believe that I've done enough in my life exercising when I was in high school, when I was in junior high and in grade school, when I was a kid, when I was cross country, when I was in the army, when I did all that. But as you got older, your metabolism slows down and you eat more, or at least I do, and I gain weight. But when I got to a 5X, I decided on 17/20/12 that I was just fat. And I'm going to tell you that because I'm talking about myself. Everybody, oh, don't say fat. No, I was fat. I don't care what you say. I don't care what people say. Be true to yourself. If you don't like what you see in the mirror, then do something about it. Quit complaining and quit bitching to everybody else and quit being mad at everybody else and quit talking about everybody else and what they look like or who, oh, this skinny woman or this skinny guy or I can't believe, no, quit. Just quit complaining about everybody and anybody. Just quit complaining. Quit talking about everybody else's body shape. If you are that dissatisfied about yourself, then do something about it. Find time and make time to change you. It has nothing to do about anybody else. It has to do about you, about right here. Change your attitude, and then you will change what you look like. I have to change my attitude every morning when I wake up to get on that treadmill. And once I do it, man, I feel good. But it's going to take time for me, again, to feel like I felt when I was writing this. You know why? Because it sucked walking every morning. It wasn't like, oh, here we go. Oh, yes, I'm getting up to go walk. No. But I made time because I knew it was the right thing for me. For me, for Joe, for me. Then wonderful things started happening. Started losing weight. Started feeling better. Started getting compliments from my friends, from my wife, telling me, man, babe, you're looking good. Man, hey, people would, hey, Joe, you losing weight? I said, yeah, I think I've been walking in the mornings. Yeah. Man, it shows, man. Keep it up. Keep it up, dude. Keep it up. Hey, Joe, you looking at my sisters. Man, bro, looking good, man. You looking good. Yeah. Yeah. I see that stomach is going down. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. But I wasn't looking for that. I was looking for the doctor to tell me that I was, hey, you know what? Your fatty livers looks a lot better. Getting better. We're going to take this pill away from you. We're going to take this pill away from you. You don't need this pill no more. You don't need that pill no more. That's when I knew things were working out. And that's when I knew from 312 to 240, I was doing damn good things for myself. And then I figured I didn't only do it for myself. I did it for myself first. I was doing it for my wife and my kid. Morning, Dragon. How are you? Glad to see you here. That's when I figured out. You know what? Man, that's pretty cool. But I tell you what, these right here, like I tell you, this is only, let me see, the last one right here, the last one, this is the one, I didn't find all of them. This is only day 240. The last one is just day 240. And I don't have all of them. Because like I said, the one I showed this morning was 400, day 480 or something. No, 400 and, what day was it? I'll tell you real quick what day it was. Let's see. I found one that was, look at here. This one right here is, that's, like I said, this is day 482. I know it's backwards. You see that? That was 8 years ago. That's day April 12th, 2014. And I started on December 17th, 2012. And this is day 482. So I know that there's some more days in there somewhere. But I only found this stack right here. I'm doing fine. Especially after my haircut, I feel cooler. I feel a lot better. Itza got a haircut. I guess, yeah, you saw it. Yeah, she got her haircut yesterday. Uh, yeah, and I was just talking about. Uh, it was raining outside. It's kind of, it's clearing up now. But I want to talk about my past journey. But you know, like I said, time for the bleach. Uh-oh. Yeah, and Red's bleaching her hair. I tell you, y'all women. I would bleach mine, but you know, I'm too pretty to bleach. Anyway. Hey, look, I got to pause for the calls. I'll be right back, okay? I'm going to Diet Teal or Bubblegum and Bubblegum Pink. Oh, this crazy girl. Crazy, crazy. Okay. All right, so I'm back. And okay, so anyway, we're back now. So, all right, so what I did is, like I said, we're talking rain outside, so we're talking about the journey of the past. So these are the ones that I printed. And I'm going to read this one. This is day 10. This is on 26 December. And it reads, morning all. It's a nice 40-degree morning. Well, double digits. Wow, so glad I've been able to exercise for 10 straight days. I know for most of of my friends and family, this is nothing to sing about, but for me, it's a giant step towards my mini goals. Thanks for all your support. Well, we would like to wish my young bro Mike a happy birthday. We hope that you you have a wonderful day, bro. Love you from Itza CJ and brother. Have a cool, crisp, and sunny forecast, everyone. This 26th December was my brother's birthday, and it was my 10th straight days of working out. It was 40 degrees that day. It was December 26th, and like I said, when I first started the first 10 days, I really didn't have too much to talk about on that. So sometimes you just don't know what to talk about too much, and you know, it's just a lot of times you just don't know what to say. Well, at least I didn't know. I don't know. I just didn't know what to say too much. Let's see what my sisters are talking about. Let's see what's going on. Let's see. Finally, have I got settled in her chemo? She's still pretty good. She's at home now. My sister's at home now. That's good. She's doing okay. It's good to hear. Wow, 30 to the 12th. Okay, so okay. Well, anyway, so I think the hardest thing about any exercise is just I don't know. And sometimes I just don't know anymore. I mean I do, but I guess it's just keeping it up. But what I was gonna do today, like I said, I was just gonna read some of these things here. That it all. This is day 11, morning all 51 degrees, 51-degree morning. A little snow coming out of the. Oh, I'm sorry. A little slow coming out of the chute this morning, but I made it up and out the door. I was talking to my beautiful wife, Itza, and I told her that I was starting to feel it as if I were in the army again. I feel great about exercising without all the yelling, laughing out loud. I know it will take time to lose weight, and I'm really waiting for the time that I feel when I have. I want to lose my weight and keep it off. This is why I'm doing this slowly. My daddy used to say diets are no good for your body. if you want to lose weight, you should just do it the push away diet and walk and walk. What's the push away diet? He would say it's when you push away, when you push yourself away from the table. My dad, my dad had never finished school, but he was the smartest man I have ever known. Oh yeah, my hero too. We would laugh at his diet plan, but here I am doing exactly that, pushing away from the table and walking with a little running. Thanks, Daddy. Even while in heaven, you look after me. Have a cool and pleasant forecast, everyone. Yeah, my dad had passed away already, so this is when I told everybody about the push away diet on 2012. Uh, he was so good at that. He never believed in that. He always just thought that I heard of the push away from the table thing, and that's hard for people who like me do not waste food. Well, and he didn't mean it, and I understand what you're talking about, and he didn't mean uh, he didn't mean the waste food. He meant the just put whatever you're gonna eat in portions, and then and then just eat. Take a little bit at a time and eat it. And if you want more, you know, you may go get some more, but don't overfill your plate. You know, he was just one of those guys that just push away from the table. Once you're full, just push away and don't and that and I think that's where people overeat a lot. You know what I mean? What's the difference between cocaine and separating nothing there? And I think that's what's so bad about some people. They eat and they want to eat everything, and then they keep eating. And I thought it was wrong with me. I just kept, but I would eat 3 4 plates. It's one thing to eat everything on your plate, because my mom used to say, and eat everything on your plate. Don't throw any food away. But I would eat. I mean, man, I would eat everything. I would eat the whole thing. Uh, it was just so. Oh my God, I would eat the whole damn all the food. It was just so bad, and that's how I got to be the 5X. And then later on, I'd eat pork. Start eating smaller portions. But of course, now even if I leave something over, Itza puts it away, and then she warms it up for later on in the afternoon, and then I'll eat my portion, and then we eat that later. We still don't throw it away. I mean, I don't do that. I don't want to do that. So, and I was pretty bad at that because I wouldn't eat leftovers, and now I do eat leftovers. I eat more leftovers now than I used to do when I was younger. Now that's all I do eat. I'll eat leftovers all the time. And Ito will tell you that I was not one to do that, and now then again, I never really left anything on. I never left anything over, so I never left leftovers. So I always ate everything. I just need to get going, and I don't want to use the I'm on a treadmill. The well, I'm working out anyway, so I can eat whatever I want. No, I can eat whatever I want, but I can just eat it in moderation. That's my main key, and I think that's what I want. I want to do with what I want. I don't want to just keep eating and keep eating. And that's where I went wrong when I was a 5X. I just kept eating and eating, and I would just take a plate, and then I would get another plate, and I would get another plate, and I didn't mean just for one meal for all day. I meant for breakfast, and then I would eat for, you know, I'd eat dinner, lunch, and then I'd eat dinner, and then I would get snacks, and then late at night I would eat, and I think a lot of it was depression, uh, being in the military and then getting depressed and all that good stuff. And uh, when I did finally decide to do something about it, of course, after two heart attacks, well, actually, the uh, it was a fourth heart attack. I think it was fourth, the fifth heart attack, but the I had two within 27 days, and it still took me, like I said, between August and September, and it still took me October, November till December when I decided that I had to do something. And Itza was not happy with me because I wouldn't do anything, and I was still stressful. I was still stressed. I just didn't care, and I woke up one morning and I decided that I had to care for myself. And once I did care for myself, then I decided that yeah, it was time. It was time I did something. So 17 December 2012, that's when things started happening for me. So, you know, that's when everything started happening for me, and that's when everything went right. Uh, and I started work, walking. And the only thing is that I wish I could have kept going, because once I lost that weight, I went down to 240. I became I was satisfied to have lost from 312, 3 to 240, and I thought that was enough weight, and I shouldn't have been complete. I shouldn't have been okay. I was satisfied, and I shouldn't have satisfied. I should have kept going to my 200 weight, and I think I could have kept doing it, but I didn't. I just didn't. Anyway, this is day 12. Uh, morning all. Cool 63 degrees and great for a walk. Jogged or both. you you pick. It's your future with your family. Yeah, a bit harsh for some of you, for some I know, but this is one of the best reasons I spoke to my wife about. Before we started exercising, I said, "Why wait for New Year's Day? Let's not be everyone else. Let's do something today for you, my beautiful babe, me, overweight, and most of all, uh, CJ, our son. What other reasons do we need? On some, so on December 17th, 2012, we started walking. I know 12 days is really just getting out of the gate uh, for most, but for us, we started moving the mountain. Not much, but we feel it moving forward a little each day. Bottom line to us, the bottom line to all who know are struggling with weight or starting to exercise or starting an exercise routine, don't feel out of place. I've been there. You just have to start. 5, 10, 15 minute day. You you make your own routine. No one knows your body like you do. Start slow, but start. That's the key. Start. Once you turn on the key to start, you've made the hardest decision. The next steps to follow are pretty simple. Do it on your own pace. Listen to yourself, even even and especially when no one else does, because I do. Listen to me. I feel like I'm still in the army, being being a drill instructor, laughing out loud, but I'm just trying to be a friend that knows how hard it is to start. Sometimes we We have to fail to do it over and over. Yeah, I have failed many times starting an exercise routine, but this time I decided I was going to complete my mission. At least this is one of the ways I stay motivated. Find yours and you will succeed. But you, quotations, have to do it. You have to. you have it. You have to do it. You have to. You have all the resources in front of you, a neighborhood to walk in, then then your workout facility is complete. Go out and walk 5 minutes. I dare you. Have a cool and clear sunny forecast. So on this day, I dared a lot of people, and I remember getting some feedback on that, and I remember people asking me uh, if I was an aerobics instructor. And no, I told him no, I was not an aerobics instructor. Uh, I didn't. I could barely. I could barely get out of bed, and I, at 300 pounds, and they wanted me to be an aerobics instructor. Uh, and no, there's no way I could have helped people. I mean, I guess I was helping them through the behind the keyboard, but it was just hard for me to even get out of bed sometimes to you know to do anything. I don't think people that knew me knew what I was doing, but a lot of people that didn't know me, uh, I actually joined some groups that were exercise groups, and I would post this on some of the groups, and they actually liked it, and some of them actually, uh, excuse me, I dropped my bottle cap. I actually liked it, and some of them were really supportive toward me. Some of their stories, they told me how they started out and how they how they struggled with their weight, and how hard it was for them to keep it off, and stuff like that. So I learned from them as much as they learned from me. I think I think having a support group is good, especially people that have had a hard time losing weight. And then there was people that have never been. There was aerobic instructors in there that have always had. They were always thin. But they always were instructors, and they were very helpful in telling us that do your own pace. That I was doing the right thing. That that don't let people tell you that you're not doing the right thing. People are gonna be cruel to you. People are gonna look at you and make faces, roll their eyes, and they are, and they did, and I remember people looking at me at times when we would go to Walmart, and there used to be a Kmart here at that time open, and they would look at me, and I didn't really I didn't pay much attention sometimes, but yeah, they were ugly because they would look at me, and I was a big dude. I was a fat dude. I mean, I was 5X. After that, I went down to a 2X. They would, people that generally wouldn't talk to us would talk to me, started talking to me, and I would be like, yeah, no. You didn't talk to me then. Why would you want to talk to me now? I mean, it's not the way it works. There's no compassion with some thin people that don't talk to big people, but yet when you lose weight, they want to be like your best friend. That's not right. I talk to everybody. I don't care who you are. I don't care what you look like. I don't care what you do. I don't care your 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 uh, your status. I don't care. I don't care you know your gender. I'm not interested in that. I just think if you're a good person, you treat me with respect. I treat you with respect. That's just the way I was brought up. If you're be kind to people, and you'd be surprised if you smile at a person, just to smile and say hi, how much you make their day or how much they make your day. I remember when Itzo used to ask me and used to tell me, "Man, you talk to everybody." I said, "Yeah, because you never know what kind of day they're having. Just tell them hi and tell them to have a great day." And I think my son learned something yesterday when we were talking to the waitress yesterday. Uh, she was so nice. She was a nice person. Yeah. You know how they dress at Hooters. That's just the way. But it wasn't about that. It was about we were laughing, we were joking around. I was doing the. They had the. It was funny because, and it started off because I had the Philly cheese sandwich, right? And in the bottom of the Philly cheese sandwich, they had the "Yo, Adrian, how you doing?" And so I started talking like Rocky, and Itza always laughs about that, right? So I started talking like Rocky, and she freaked out about it. She said, "Oh my God," and then she made a comment, and her name was Demi. So I told her, I said, "Demi, like Demi Moore." She goes, "Yes, like Demi Moore. My dad loves Demi Moore." So my mom and dad named me after Demi Moore. Demi. I said, "Oh, that's a pretty name," and we all laughed, and my son just looks at us like who the heck is Demi Moore? We told him, well, Bruce Willis, right? You know how I like to watch action movies. And he said, okay, I said he used to be married to her, but anyway, he still looked at us like, okay, whatever, and so we started talking about it, and then getting back to the sandwich, I ordered a Philly cheese sandwich, and then, I started with, hey, yo, Adrian, how you doing? Hey, man, I'm about to take the Philly cheese sandwich. It's pretty good, I hope it's all right, I hope the Philly cheese is okay. I'll take one Philly cheese sandwich. I don't know what they want, but I'll take one of those. So she was really freaking out on it. So we started talking, and we laughed and we joked. But she was such a kind person, and she was funny. She was, we were laughing, and uh, Christian was kind of like he finally found at ease, and he started joking around. He joked around with her. He laughed with her, and he joked around with us, and we were laughing, and we had a good time. And man, the wings were delicious. I mean, they were, Itza had her wings. Hey, yeah, exactly, Adrian. How you doing? Hey, Dragon. How you doing, Dragon? Hey, what's going on? Hey, how you doing today? You gonna work today? Hey, Papa Jojo says, what's going on? But we had a great time. We worked, and it all started off because it had Philly cheese, the Philly cheese sandwich, and we just told her that she made our day, and she told us we made her day, and I told her, I said, it's crazy because while we were driving, there was only working out today. That's good. Uh, there was a car in front of us, and it said something, if you're reading this, something good is going to happen today. So I kind of told her, I said, well, you know what? Today we're driving, and I told Dibby, I said they said something good was going to happen today, and we were going to go to another place to go eat. We were going to go to Uncle Buck's bowling, but then like Christian said, your knee dad and this and that. I said, well, they still have the restaurant there. Well, the restaurant was like closed. They closed it. Period. They not even. They had used to make good burgers there, and I thought, well, and Hooters is not far from there, so that's why we went to Hooters. And it was a good choice because Itza found out that they make the best lemon wings. She likes the lemon wings, whatever those. I'm not too crazy about them, but she likes those wings, and she told us that the smoked wings are pretty good. So I ordered a little bit of smoked wings, and man, they were freaking awesome. I loved them. So we brought most of those home so we can eat today, right? So, and that's why I ordered them. I ordered them so we can eat them today. And I had my Philly cheese, and then that was all I had. I had one wing, I had a couple wings, and then but that Philly cheese just filled me up. It was just awesome anyway. And we told her that we did read that sign, and then she was all like, kind of teared up a little bit, and Dad Christian was like, "Man, Dad, you just talk to everybody." I said, "Well, you got to learn to talk to everybody so that you can just you know have fun with them, and they work at a place because that's what they chose to work at, and that doesn't mean that they're bad people, you know. But it all started because of he eats it. So they look, babe, and I went, "Hey, you, Adrian, how you doing? Hey," and I started, "Hey, Polly, hey, where's your sister at, Polly? What's going on? I really like her, you know. Hey, you're not gonna do anything by yourself now, are you? Hey, how you doing?" And I look at Itza and I go, "Hey, Itza, how you doing? Papa Jojo's not here. You see, I really like you, Itza. Tell Papa Jojo though. Papa Jojo will get mad. And she started laughing. And I go, "Oh my God, babe, quit doing that. You're gonna go crazy, thinking you're Rambo or Rocky." I said, "Yeah, I know, but man, we play Rogue a lot, so I play Seeker every once in a while, and that's Rocky." And we just started laughing. So every once in a while, I tell her, "Hey, how you doing? We need a couple more drinks over here. We need some iced tea. What's going on? You get a little slow there, Dimmy." And she started laughing, and oh, we had a good time. But we, just talking like that, and it was good to be out. And but once again, it all started out like I told Christian, like I told Itza, and mostly to my son. You have to be able to talk to people and just remember that we all have a story, and we all have to be able to relate to each other and be nice to each other. That if you're gonna talk to a person, talk to them because of who they are. Just because you just say hi to them. You don't have to be ugly to a person or treat them ugly for where they work at or who they are. Like some people when they used to see me at a 5X, they were ugly. It felt bad. It made me feel bad. But you know what? You know, funny story. Let me type it out. Hey, how you doing? You want to type it out, eh? Hey, Dragon, how you doing? You can't type, Dragon. You don't have enough fingers. That's too many finger typing there. That's a lot of words. That's a big word there. Let me type it out. Well, why don't you just talk about it? Hey, I don't know. Yo, Dragon, how you doing? Hey, Dragon, can you really fly, Dragon? Can you throw fire out of there, Dragon? I don't know about you, little Dragon. It's a lot of fun doing that. I had a lot of fun with Itza. She cracks me up. Yesterday we were just talking about that while we were eating. But nah, you gotta talk to people. Just let them know how just say hi to people, and tell them to have a good day. Tell them to have a nice day because you can make their day just by smiling. I guarantee you. I know. They say pass it on. You know, pay it forward. I'll read you Day 13. It's morning all. Was up early this morning. Well, I should say early than my normal time. It's let's see. This lady on FB went on this long post about how she sees this guy wave to her in this Jeep, and she was like, for a long time now, she's trying to find him to say thank you for continuing to do it because it makes her happy after a while. She appreciates it now. At the beginning, she was mean to him. Like, who? If you laughing out loud, and it's funny, right? Because after a while, it's like you're mad because, hey, who's this dude? And after a while, it's like, wow, I sure do miss him. How come he don't say hi to me no more? You know, I mean, it makes you, it, it just you just appreciate it after a while. You know, after a while, it's like he don't mean nothing. He's just hi, what's going on? Sometimes I go, you know, it's like Ita says, I go up to people, I go up to people and I say hi to them. If they don't say anything to me, well, I'll say, hey, good morning, how you doing? If they don't say anything to me, I don't talk to them. I just walk away. Now, sometimes I go up to people and I say, "Hey, good morning. Hey, how you doing?" And they just start talking to me. "Hey, how you doing? What's going on?" They, "Oh, not much. How you doing?" "Ah, you know, it's been one of those days." "Oh, really? What?" And then I start asking them, "Well, what do you mean?" "What?" "Oh, this and this happened." And, "Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that." "Ah, thanks, man. I appreciate that." "No, well, what really happened?" And then they talk it out, and then it's like, well, thanks for listening. Hey, you got it, man. Have a great day. And I think that just by them talking to you and letting it out, you made their day in a way. You know, it's like that lady. Now, you know, in the beginning she was mad, and then all of a sudden, it's like, you know, made her happy. You know, she appreciates it now, but in the beginning she was like, "Who the f are you, dude?" And who, you know, now it's like she probably looks for him now, like, where's this dude at? Hey, hey, you know, now she's wants to wave to him all the time now. But you still got to be careful. I'm not saying, you know, you go to everybody and say what. You still have to stay your distance. You still have to, you know, kind of. I still, it's like I tell Ita, I don't talk to every single person because, you know, you gotta watch your, you know, you still gotta be careful with it. You still gotta, you know, watch what's going on. But I think sometimes just doing that one little, how you doing, you know, yeah, on the way to work, I guess this oh yeah, you know, and I think that sometimes that it happens. I mean, you know, you don't know. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird how things happen sometimes. I mean, it's like it's like it's like how we all meet. I mean, look how we met on stream, and look how close we are now. I mean, we it's Dragon, Eve, Aaron, and us. I mean, we're practically family now, and yet we have to have. Hopefully, one day we have to get all together. You know, I've done that. This car with the Kirby also hanging in their window. I've always pointed to the Kirby, then waved really fast, and I think that they thought I was. I can see you do that. Oh, Dragon. And you see, but the thing is that you sometimes do things, and you're like, but you just kind of do things, and people, you know, you don't think about it. It's just something that you do. I don't know. I've done that, and it's funny that you say something like that because I've done that to a guy that had a flat, and I'm pointing down, and he's doing the finger to me, and I'm like, no, you got, and I'm talking to him and flat, flat, and then he starts slowing down, and then it finally hits him. So then at that one time, I slowed down, and I backed my truck up, and I stopped, and the craziest part was he didn't have a jack. Well, I have one of those universal jacks that pumps up the whole thing. And I helped him change his tire and stuff like that. And he was all like, "Man, I'm sorry. I threw the finger. That's cool, dude. Hey, I was just trying to tell you." I said, "Hey, I know that some people." He goes, "Yeah, dude, but I shouldn't do that. I was just, hey." He was mad at whatever, and then all of a sudden he hears the flat, flat, flat. I said, "Dude, if you'd have kept driving on the on this, and we weren't on the highway. We were on a regular road, so it wasn't too bad." And the poor guy was you know in a bad thing, but I helped him, and and we just we just started talking, and you know it was one of those things. I was hoping they would have noticed we both have curbs. Yeah, I mean, it's just like, like poor guy, but he was just having a bad day, and but he had a spare and everything like that. He just then he was mad. He goes, "Where's my jack?" And then then he remembered. He took the jack and he put it in his wife's car because the wife's jack was messed up, and then he asked me, "Hey, where'd you get that jack at?" I said, "Oh, I got it at Walmart. It's nothing fancy. It's just a heavier jack that helps. It's the heavy jack, but it picks up. I bought one for my wife's car, and I bought one for my truck, but it's a heavy duty jack." "Oh yeah, man, I like that." He goes, "Oh yeah, dude." I said, "Poo poo, you don't have to worry about it, because the other jack you have to crank that little thing. Not this one. You stick that boy up, tick 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 tick, picks up the whole damn thing." "Oh wow, yeah, dude, it's great." And he loved it. He goes, "I'm going to go to Walmart and buy one of these." I don't know if he did, but I don't know. That was, to me, I counted it as a deed of the day, so I was good to go. Uh, and the one that told me about the jack, and I had wanted to buy one with my father-in-law. My father-in-law is hardcore on this on stuff like that. He's always told me, you need one of those uh 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 air pumps so you can plug into your lighter just in case you ever need air in your tire. You need one of those things, and I'm like, okay. And then boom, it happened. Damn, I should have bought one. And sure enough, I had to go buy one because did happen to me. But you need one that plugs in, and you need one that plugs into your cigarette lighter. I mean, my father-in-law's like, for when it comes to cars, he's always ready for anything. I mean, he's a MacGyver of fixing cars and everything. I mean, he used to work on old Mustangs and Camaros and stuff like that. I mean, which reminds me, tomorrow we got to go cut his grass. So I hope it don't rain tomorrow. So tomorrow we got to go cut his grass, and that's gonna be a fun day. So that's some more working out for us. So that's gonna be fun. But anyway, let me finish this day 13. So anyway, it was the 29th of December. Morning on, was up early this morning. Well, I should say up earlier than my normal time. It's amazing how I feel more and more restful as time goes. My body is starting to catch up with my brain, as if to understand the meaning of the exercise routine. I'm not as restless as I used to be. It is because of the is it because of the exercise? That's the question I was asking myself. Can't really say, but I know I feel a little better anyway. Have a great, clear, cool, and sunny weekend forecast, everyone. And like I was saying, at the end, I tell them what this is what the day was. I would read the forecast, and this is what I was telling everybody. What kind of day to have, like clear, cool, sunny, and weekend forecast. So I was telling them to have that type of day, just to kind of give them what kind of day it was going to be. Uh, I was just kind of trying to give them to give them a heads up of what kind of day it was going to be, because I was up early in the morning. I was walking at 4 o'clock in the morning, and then I was doing this at early in the morning, uh, making this. By the time after I showered and everything, like this one, it was at 7:06 a.m. when I would print it out. How are you gonna reach from your plug to your passenger tire? Oh, those. Oh, because they have. You should see the when you have it plugged, it has the long cord. It has a long cord of the plug, but also where you plug it in, the air thing where you plug it in has a real long. Where when you put the quarters, where you put your like when you go put air and you have to pay to put air. I don't know if you ever been. It has a real long thing so that you can place that by your passenger door on the floor, and then it has a long cord so you can put it in your 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 uh, your uh, your your cigarette lighter. So then you can take it out, put it on either side, your passenger door or your driver's side door, and then it reaches the one that you stick into the that little hose that you stick into the front door, to the front tire, the back tire. It goes to either side. So you put that whichever one, that little pack, uh or the little, I don't know, whatever you want to call it, that little thing, you put it on there, and then you stretch out that little cord. It's like a little pigtail, so it stretches out to the front tire or it stretches out to the back tire, and then you just plug it in. You screw it in there, and then you turn on the. It has a little on and off button. You turn it on, and then you hear the little sound, and it's putting the air into your back tire or your front tire. But when you want to do the other side, the passenger tire, you have to pick it up. You have to open your passenger side, and you put it on there. So that's how you do it. Yeah, that's the first thing I thought. Man, well, because the cord, the cigarette lighter cord, is long enough to go outside your to your door. Then you place that little machine on the floor, and then the other part of it, like a pigtail, and it stretches out for your back tire and your front tire. So works pretty cool. Now there's different size ones. There's some for, I buy the bigger one. It's a little bit more expensive, but I bought the bigger one because it's good for like my truck. My truck is a bigger truck. So uh, yeah, it's like the real thing, which is good. And it's not, now it's good for when your tire is low. It's not for when you have a big, like if you have a flat, like it's flat. No, it's not gonna do you any good. It's like when it's low, you just plug it in, and it works. I didn't buy like the most expensive one, because I'm like, when it's flat, dude, it's not that'll take way too long. That means that you have a nail or something in it. It's not gonna. But if you have a low tire, plug that baby in. Now, if you're at home, you can plug it in like me. I'll take my extension cord and use the plug in, and it plugs it in a lot. I mean, it charges it in a lot more. It does a lot better job. But that's when I do it at the house. So I know that one day I had a low tire, so I plugged it in, and it 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 aired up the tire. And then when I got to the tire guy, it had a nail inside it, and he had to change the flat. He had to put a patch on it on my truck. But every time I go to Sam's, every darn time I go to Sam's, I pick up a nail there. I don't know what the hell. I don't know what the heck's going on at Sam's, but that's the second time I've gone to Sam's, and the second time I had to go take care of a tire, and it messed it up. So I told Ita, I said, I'm not taking your car to Sam's. I'm taking that's why I always take the truck. I'd rather take the truck to Sam's than take her car, because every time that's twice already that I've taken it to Sam's. But it's good that I have that little pack. It's a pretty good little thing. Let me show it to you real quick. You see? Right here. You see that little thing? This is the little thing that stretches out, and that's the little thing that goes in there. This cord right here of course, is a cigarette. And then it plugs in. Then it has that little thing. That's okay. I got you, girl. You see what I'm saying? This is pretty long. I know it looks short here, but it's pretty long, so it goes on each side. And then it has its little button. There's that little on and off. Turn it on and off. So it's pretty cool. Yeah. I had it out of the truck because it was a couple weeks ago. I went outside and I took it out and I had to plug it in. I normally have it in my truck. Vent. Oh, Eve. Okay, so now we're gonna do day 14. Then we'll do 2 weeks, so that way. That's okay, babe. I know you're tired. I know you're tired from getting a haircut. We had to open all the doors and windows. Oh my God, Eve. Well, red. The short-haired girl just woke up. This is the strongest bleach I've ever had to test. I hope it's cool there today. Okay. All right. This is 30 December 2012, day 14. Morning on, crisp 38-degree morning with a slight wind. Well, it's been 2 full weeks of exercise and it has not been easy. I've tried to talk myself out of walking or running almost every day. I don't know why, because I feel great afterwards. Sometimes I just want to go back to my lazy selfish ways and do nothing, and then I get out of bed. Talk myself into why I'm doing this. Look at my beautiful wife and my handsome son, remembering some of the reasons why I'm trying to better myself. Then I do it. When I really think about it, 30 minutes of walking or running go by rather quickly. My stretching and my cool down seem to take just as long. The weather may change on on a minute's notice here in the valley, and that's okay because I change my mind every day. Every day. So yes, I want to exercise today. To all having a hard time starting, take it one day at a time. I do. Every day is not easy for me. I fight with my old self constantly. I remind myself of the benefits waiting for me at each goal I set. Yes, I have set my many goals. This helps me in my fight to where I'm going because I know where I have been and there are some places I just don't want to go back to. Set my mind to it and remember to go at your own pace. You will ask yourself why. Step back and look at yourself and see the answer or answers. Best of luck, and if I can, you can. Have a great, cool, sunny football Sunday forecast. It was football time. Anyway, this one really got me because this morning, like I said, I didn't want to do it. I didn't. I did. I did want to. I did want to. I did want to work out, but but man, I didn't. I mean, I don't know. I even felt myself this morning to get onto the to get onto the. I did. I did want to. I did fight myself to get onto the to the to get to the treadmill today. It's shameful because it's only the third day, but but reading this gets me going because I need it. I need motivation. I try to motivate y'all, but I try to motivate myself. I have to find my way of motivation, and it's hard sometimes because I'm I work so hard to motivate other people at times that I try to I find myself not motivating myself. So this was a good thing finding these, and that's because I only found 240 days. I gotta find the other ones. I know they're there. I just don't know where. I just I need to found these. I don't know if I hope I made a copy of them. I know I made copies of them every day, but oh man, I hope I did. This is day 15. This is the last day of January, 31st December 2012. This will be the last one I read today, and I'll read the rest of them, and I'll read some more tomorrow. I mean, on Thursday. But day 15, morning on nice 67-degree morning with a slight wind. Felt good as I was walking and running. Well, last day of year 2012 flew by pretty quick for me, but all in all, it was a good year. Sure, I didn't win the lottery, but I guess one has to play to win. Yeah, that means I don't play the lottery. My Cowboys are not even going to the playoffs, laughing out loud. Yeah, whatever. But 2013 would have arrived no matter how our lives turned out this past year. Today, many of us will reflect on what we would, and should have done better in 2012. Well, here's the thing: we shouldn't. Why? Because we can't do anything about it. All we have is the present and the future. So do something now. Talk to the person you haven't spoke to because of a stupid fight, or tell your wife and your children I love you on a daily basis. I do. One never knows what the future holds, but we know who holds it. Do adventurous things to a limit. Be safe, and most of all, do something for yourself. It's okay to be good to yourself every once in a while. Oh yeah, and reflecting in the past to remember great memories and loved ones we lost is a great thing. It's part of who we are. I remember my daddy every day. Heck, he's the one of the reasons I am who I am. Grateful. My New Year's resolution, I don't make it. I don't make them anymore. It just brings me more negative to my life because I break them. I figure if I just say or yell Happy New Year, then I have 100% chance I will keep this resolution. Have a clear sunny, fun, safe, and happy New Year forecast. And when I say that, I mean that. I don't do resolutions. Why? Because who needs them? I don't. I don't need a resolution. Uh, I don't think. I don't think. I don't think resolutions are. I okay. For some people, they may be good. For some people, they may be good to have. For me personally, I don't think resolutions are great because one, I never keep them. Two, they're so negative. Uh, I just don't care for them. I just I just don't think they work for me. That's just me. It just doesn't matter. Uh, if you want a resolution, like I said, yo, happy New Year, and you know, and that'll you'll keep it 100% of the time because you want everybody to have a happy New Year or happy birthday or. But I think every day should be have a happy day, have a great day, have a I don't know, man, just be yourself and to me these things bring back a lot of there's so many things, so much writing that I put. I mean, some of them I didn't put much on, and others I put a lot. Uh, so many good things that I have that I said. I just wish I had them all. I just don't know where all the rest of them are. But hopefully I'll find them. Hopefully I can get them all. I'll try to find them all and go back to where I wrote them and start doing them again. But I think that when you start looking at yourself at a different at a different at a different attitude. Well, when you have a different attitude and you start looking at yourself in the mirror and saying that you're gonna do something and you do it, and you have confidence in yourself in doing it, no matter what you look like. I don't care what you look like, uh, and I don't care. Your main goal is to have good health. Then then get to then get to moving forward because good health doesn't come just by sitting down and doing nothing. You have to do something. I started doing something. We started doing something. My wife and son started doing something. We've always been doing something, but we haven't been. Now we're really doing something. It's good to see us do something again together as a family. And I just so happened to wake up on Sunday morning and cleaned out, dusted off the. Well, first I took everything off the sweaters, the hoodies, my caps off the treadmill, dusted it off, and put it to work. And I couldn't put it to work without us. I see Red, I see Red and her son and her husband go working out outside with their with their young boy with Atlas. I see Dragon go out working out with their friend. Uh, I'll be in and out. Got to take it. Okay, no problem. Uh, I see people talking, wanting to, I know that they want to go and work out. Uh, I thought that was a reading. I was like, whoa, you did that. I I I see I see people coming in and out of some of this stream, and I see and I appreciate y'all. I'm happy that y'all are watching. I'm Thank you for the follow, Sagi. I appreciate that. I thank everybody that's coming in and out. And one thing that people, when you watch this, I'm a very forward person. I appreciate y'all coming in, but I'm not gonna sugarcoat a lot. I don't sugarcoat anything. I'm not a guy that's gonna sugarcoat things for y'all so that you can to make you feel better. I'm a guy that tells you straight things so that you can do better for yourself. And if I can do it, you can do it. I'm a 58-year-old man that has had 7 surgeries. I'm about to have my eighth surgery on my knee on April 27th. I'm a retired military man. I have been through hell and back. I have seen things that you probably don't ever want to see, and I'm sure maybe some of you are military guys that have seen more stuff than I have, or have seen just as much. But you know what I'm talking about. Nobody ever wants to go through what we've gone through or through what I've gone through. That being said, you've probably seen in civilian life things that probably I've never seen, and probably I don't want to see, and I understand that too. And I give you props, and I commend you, and I understand that. But the one thing we all have together is that we all want to stay healthy, and we all want to stay alive so that we can see our children, and that we can see our grandkids, or we can see our mom and dad, our grandma and grandpa, or we can see our family grow up, and so that we can be all around, and we can hugs and kisses, and we can give them thanks and praise God and everything together as a family. So we can see the next day, we can see the next celebration of Easter, the next celebration of July 4th, any other holiday that we have, Thanksgiving, Christmas, whatever holiday you want to celebrate, so that we can all do it together. But you can't do it without a good health, without being healthy, and without being ready to take take the next thing forward to take care of yourself. Because if you don't, what good is it? You don't want to be lying in bed while everybody else is having a good time. Believe me, I've been there. Now I'm about to be there again in the next, what, days the 12th. I got a couple weeks left, and then I'm gonna go into the knife again. And I hope to come back out of it, but it's not my decision. But I will tell you what. I will keep reading these, and I'll start again on Thursday, because this is what I want to do. This is what I'm going to keep doing. After that, after I'll have surgery, I'll go through therapy. I'll tell you all about that experience. I'll be talking about that. Then after that, I will be able to go fishing. I'll be taking y'all on the road. Cup of JoJo will be on the road fishing. I will be out there talking about Cup of JoJo on the fishing, and I will be out there. What's going on? This is Cup of JoJo in the morning, coming live for you from wherever I'm at, and we're gonna be doing fishing. Why? Because I can. May not be on this tablet, but it will be on my phone, and I will be doing it. But if we go along, we're gonna go along with that. But right now, this is what we're gonna be doing, because this motivates me and this gets me going. But I will keep doing my treadmill. I will keep doing that. Fishing has always been good exercise for me, because I've always been walking along the bank, in the water, waiting, whatever. But it's good. It's good for us. It's good to go fishing. It's good to go exercising. It's good to do whatever we can do. It's just one of those things that we need to understand, that we cannot stop like I did. I thought I was okay being at 240, and I wasn't. I shouldn't have stopped exercising, but I did. I shouldn't have stopped. I should not have stopped exercising, but I did. That was the worst thing I did. I should have stopped exercising. but I did. I don't know. I just shouldn't have stopped exercising. I have no excuse for it. I had make no excuses for stopping exercising. I got no excuse. Make no excuses. I have no excuse. I got nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing whatsoever. But I did. I stopped, and there's nothing I can do about it. All I can do now is keep going. Like I said, I have had many goals, and many of those goals I have broken. But when it came to talking on Friday about exercise and and diet and exercise routine, it came to on Saturday when I weed eated and cut the grass. I figured that was the start of a new program that I had to do something about myself. So that's when Sunday I decided that I needed to start working out. At least treadmill. And I look over there because that's where my treadmill is. That's where our treadmill is at. But I had to do it. So here I am. I did it. And I enjoyed it. But when I finished it, I enjoyed it. Because I was already finished. I don't enjoy it before I start because I really don't want to do it. Just being honest. But I did it. Wonder how many days in a row I can do it now. I'm at 3. 3. However you want to do it. 3. 3. But anyway, um, I will I will read some more on Thursday. I will continue the journal, as people would call it, the quest of what I did. Still have quite a few. I mean, I did 15 days. I still have quite a few days left. Well, this one, I mean, I don't know where the other ones are at. I think it's 240 days. Oh man, if only I could find the other one. I finished all those. I mean, the journal. Yeah, the journal. So I'll finish that. And I welcome anybody else that wants to listen, that wants to hear it. Please follow me. Uh, I would appreciate that. Would appreciate it. Uh, anyway, I think Papa Jojo is gonna say goodbye now. For now, I really appreciate y'all coming by. I thank you. Uh, this has been a good series for me. It's been a good eye opener because I have now started